richness.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the evening news. Tonight's top story, local egghead and well-rounded celebrity, Humpty Dumpty is sitting on a wall. That's right, Humpty Dumpty is sitting on a wall. A rather tall wall with no safety equipment whatsoever. I'm here live on the scene where Mr. Dumpty has agreed to us concerning this breaking story. Mr. Dumpty.
Hi!
Mr. Dumpty, what is your story?
Story? There's no story, really. I mean, I just want to have some fun, have some excitement. I mean, I'm tired of following the rules all the time. I want to take a walk on the wild side. Besides, who says that an egg can't sit on a wall? Who says that an egg can't do whatever it wants? I mean, whose business is it but mine, anyway?
And there you've heard it. Whose business is it but mine? Words of independence by one hard-boiled egg.
But you see, Humpty Dumpty wasn't all hard-boiled. He was all soft and runny on the inside. He just wanted to do things his own way. He wanted to break a few rules.
The rules said an egg needed to stay in a soft, cushy carton where it could be kept safe and protected. It needed to stay in the refrigerator to stay fresh. But that's not what Humpty wanted. He didn't want the cool, cushy life an egg is supposed to have, so he broke the rules and did it his own way.
He sinned.
That's what sin is. Rebelling against God and God's rules to do it our own way.
He left the carton.
He left the
He
refrigerator.
tried to keep his balance sitting on a brick wall, but it didn't work. It never does.
The Bible says all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
All have sinned and fallen.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news update. Humpty Dumpty, who earlier this week tried to strike a blow for egg independence, has fallen. I repeat, Mr. Dumpty sat on the wall. Mr. Dumpty had a great fall tonight. This tragic accident happened only moments ago when Mr. Dumpty lost his balance and plummeted to the ground below. As we speak, rescue workers have begun the lengthy process of putting Mr. Dumpty back together again. And I'm here on the scene where the leader of the medical team has agreed to speak with us concerning this matter. Director, what is your assessment?
Doesn't look good. We're seeing serious punctures, perforations, and protrusions in the cranial dome, with fissures in the shell area, where most of the shell isn't even present at this time.
And in layman's terms, please, doctor.
In layman's terms, he's all cracked up and there's lots of holes in him, where we can't even find the missing pieces. This guy's a mess.
And what will you be recommending to your team of medical experts?
An omelet, scrambled, or a nice western omelet.
What are you trying to say, doctor?
What I'm trying to say is, I don't think at this point all these horses all seem meant to hunt back together again. I mean, what was he thinking? What was an egg doing up on the wall in the first place? Didn't he know the serious dangers?
A very good question indeed, doctor. And one I'm afraid we will never know the answer to. But you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. And that's the way the egg breaks. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. You see, Humpty Dumpty tried to keep his balance, but it didn't work. He went against what he was supposed to do. He left the carton, he sinned, and now he's broken.
We're just like Humpty Dumpty. We've sinned and we've fallen, and we've made a glorious mess.
And now our moms and dads can't fix it.
Our preachers and teachers can't fix it.
All the king's horses and all the king's men can't fix it. But there's someone who can fix it. Someone who can put all the broken pieces back together. Someone who can make sense of the mess we make of our lives.
His name is Jesus.
Amen.
See, Jesus, he came to this earth to show us how to live. He died on the cross and rose again on the third day so that he would be an example for us.
The Bible says that if we admit that we've sinned and ask for Jesus' help, and if we believe in our hearts that Jesus died for those sins and was raised again, we'll be saved. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
But then, the king's son took a look at the mess. The cracks and the fractures of eggshell distress. He went to work with a heart that was true and made Humpty Dumpty
Better
better than new.